way for Central Province through our health authority to better manage and operate health services for our people. Our board has been aware for a long time that Central is the only province in PNG without a provincial hospital. And as we all know, Central people have been sharing the Port Moresby General and Geruhu Hospital with the rest of the NCD population for years in relation to general outpatient and emergency cases. Sadly, many times, especially recently with a large number of COVID cases, health officers have told Central people to go to their own hospital, knowing very well that we don't have one. I suppose you cannot blame them. They are simply overworked and are just trying to limit the patient inflow. Apart from not having our own hospital, Central Province sadly has a poor health performance compared to other provinces with the same or even smaller population. This has to change. This hospital, Eternal Hospital, is a first step to improving our health performance throughout the province, where upgrades and resource of rural and aid posts must still be a priority. When you drive past Port Moresby General Hospital, one sees tent shelters at the nearby roadside. This is a sign that families temporarily residing there are from outside Port Moresby and are relatives of people who have been admitted to hospital. This sad situation will be at least partly addressed by having our own Central Provincial Hospital near main roads leading to some of our larger populations, both along the Magi and the Hiritano Highway. Our Central Province Health Board will support the provincial and national governments to progress this project. Port Moresby's population is ever growing, and the time has now come for us to have our own hospital to properly provide health services for our people. We appeal to all potential stakeholders, such as the state-owned enterprises, private companies, NGOs, churches, and others to support the development of our hospital. We must remember that it is not just the building of the hospital that is important. It must be staffed, equipped, maintained, resourced, and have sufficient operating expenses every year. I will be approaching some of the international aid agencies to investigate the possibility of them contributing to a funding plan to support the hospital's operation. We realize that initial construction and further development of the hospital will outlast some of us, but it is our collective duty to set a foundation that will serve the current and future generations. Just some background statistics. Central Province has 5 district health centres, many sub-health centres and aid posts, some of which are unfortunately closed, to serve a population of about 360,000 people. There is a health workforce of only 138 that serves this population, consisting of 3 doctors, 20 HEOs, 30 nurses, and 8 CHWs, community health workers. So collectively, as of today, we're facing some significant challenges in getting affordable, cost-efficient services out to our people. Establishment of a new hospital will necessarily increase our health manpower, as the facility will require more doctors and other health workers. The Provincial Health Authority recognises the National Health Services Standards that regulate standards for all public hospitals. Our vision is that our provincial hospital will be classified as a Level 5 facility, which will be entitled to the equipment, resources, and staff necessary for this level of hospital services. The Provincial Health Authority stands with our provincial governor, parliamentary members from the province, the provincial administrator, all our health workers, and all the people of Central Province to do whatever it can to ensure the delivery of our provincial hospital as soon as it is feasible. Let me once again congratulate all those who have progressed the concept for development of a Central Province hospital to date. However, there's still a lot of work to be done. Of course, our work will not be complete until this project is delivered, staffed, equipped, and with patients starting to use it. This is something for all of us in Central Province to look forward towards. Thank you very much. Taniki Badari Bumwai.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's give another big round of applause for Mr. Ezekiel Taureka, the Board Chairman of the Central Province Health Authority. Thank you, Board Chairman. Aridaba Emu Mesei Joy Mahenia. Let's make welcome our Minister for Health, Honorable Jalta Wong. Thank you, Minister, for making time available to come and witness this very significant occasion. And we also have the member for Daulo, Honorable Pogio Gate, who is also with us. Please, member, put him go on top, and blow you go on top. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Staret. Sun up. Thank you. That's member for Daulo, Honorable Pogio Gate, who is here with us today. We also have our church, SDA church groups here, our traditional dancers. Our central PHA team is out there. If whatever happens to one of us, our medical team is out there to help assist. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now make welcome to continue on with our program. I would now like to ask the member for Kairukuhiri and Vice Minister for Treasury, Honorable Peter Namea Isoaimo, to deliver his welcome address.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, the Honorable James Marape, Member for Taripori, Minister for Health, the Honorable Jalta Wong, Member for Gazelle, our very own Governor for Central, Honorable Robert Agarobe, Member for Goilala and Minister for Transport, the Honorable William Sam, Member for Rigo, the Honorable Captain Lekwa Gure, Governor for our city of Port Moresby, the Honorable Powers Pakop, Minister for Lands, yes, of course, is a supporter of Central always. The Honorable John Rosso and Member for Ley, Honorable John Kaupa, the Member for Moresby Northeast, who is also my neighbor in electorate. Member for Kikori, and our Nakimi Tauna, Honorable Soe Eoe, Member for Daulo, the Honorable Gate, His Lordship, Bishop Otto Separi, Bishop of Berena Diocese, the CEO for Central Health, Mr. Ezekiel Taureka, Chairman of Health for Central, and CEO, of course, I think Mr. Amini is around. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all community and people of Kairukuhiri, especially the localities and wards of Ward 6, Koyari LLG, which is this area, including the Mount Diamond Ward and the Hiri Rural Local Level Government as well. People of Central Province, I welcome you all as the local Member of Parliament. My dear people of Central and Kairukuhiri more so, this is the new dawn we've been waiting for. I remember in the last term of Parliament, I pushed vigorously with the then former governor Unfortunately, I guess the politics was not right at that time. I take this occasion to thank the Basil Marape government for finally ensuring that the Central Hospital project, which will be launched today and followed up with necessary funding to ensure it does materialize for betterment and benefit of people of Central Province as a whole. In recent times, as you have heard from our CEO, that the Port Moresby hospitals are already congested. Our patients for all and any ailment from Central Province, unfortunately, had to be turned away in recent months with the upsurge of COVID-19 pandemic. Our health is our wealth. We are living creatures made of a body that consists of scientific elements. I know from where we are, the Koyari people believe otherwise, but I keep telling them, look, any ailment in our body system is clinical and is got to do with science. So my dear people, in recent times, people have been misled by Facebook gurus to believe otherwise that vaccination is improper. Through science, our medical doctors keep advising us worldwide, although a minority are to the contrary. The truth is, we need to be vaccinated in order to avoid getting more sick out of the current pandemic. But generally, the hospital we will have here in Bautama, in Hiri district of Kairuku-Hiri electorate in Central Province, is a relief for people of Central Province as a whole. And more so, my electorate people of Kairuku-Hiri. Central Province has 5 districts. My electorate houses 2 ethnically different districts altogether. I have Kairuku to the west, and the Hiri district surrounds the city of Port Moresby. My population is about half of that of Central Province. And our needs are many, but I'm thankful to the Marape Basil government for facilitating funding through DSIP programs and other various programs, and all government line agencies who come to our aid to help in all aspects of development. Like every other politician, I have so many challenges. But being the mandated leader for now, I do the best I can under trying times and circumstances. I want to conclude here by once again saying thank you very much to the Marape Basil government for finally listening to the plea of people of Central Province for to having a hospital of our own. In the last term, I anticipated we'd have the groundbreaking and have the provincial hospital underway. Unfortunately, much of it was sweet talk by politics of the day. Having said all this, I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for and on behalf of my 121,000 584 people of Kairukuhiri thank Honorable James Marape and the government. I also thank our Honorable Governor, Robert Agarobe, for showing leadership in ensuring government attention was sought that sees to the launch of the project today and will have the hospital soon to be open for use by people of Central Province. Thank you so much for listening, and may God bless us all.
Once again, let's give another big round of applause to Member for Kairukuhiri and Vice Minister for Treasury, Honorable Peter Namea Isoaimo. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to also acknowledge the Chinese ambassador to Papua New Guinea, His Excellency Ambassador Zheng Fenghua. Thank you and welcome to Bautama. Thank you very much. Yes, and maybe they're around in the crowd there. Thank you very much. We also acknowledge our presidents from our respective local level government areas in Central Province, and together with our Deputy Governor, Honorable Willie Vavi, and our Provincial Administrator, Mr. Francis Coaba, and the provincial team, and also our, we have also here with us Mr. Jack Carrico, the Secretary for NJSS. Thank you for making time available. Mr. Corano, MD, NBC, Sir Mahesh Patel, the former PHA Chairman for Central. Yes, and not forgetting our media friends from all the media outlets here to witness the occasion. Post Korea National, MTV, NBC TV, and all the TV stations and radio stations here with us to capture the event here. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now ask the Minister responsible for this occasion, Minister for Health, Honorable Jalta Wong, to deliver his speech. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, MC. The Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable James Marape, Governor of Central, the Honorable Robert Agarobe, Kairuku MP, the Honorable Peter Isiamo, the Honorable Member for Goilala, the Honorable Willie Sam, the Honorable Member for Rigo, the Honorable Captain Lekwagure, and our Chairman of the Central PHAs, our Foreign Minister and Senior Leader of the Government, Minister Eo, our Governor of NCD, the Honorable Paus Pakop, our Lands Minister, the Honorable John Rosso, the Honorable John Kaupa, the Honorable Windaki, ladies and gentlemen, and people of Central, Rapa Luga Luga Namana. That's my mother's tongue, so I have to say that to you because I'm in my mother's land now. Thank you very much for coming. History has evolved. History has evolved where our people of Central are no longer supporters. Our people of Central looking into the future will become equal partners in the development of our country. And it takes a new generation of leaders to lead the way. I want to thank the Honorable Governor Robert Agarobe for really pushing us to ensure this government puts something in Central that would be a lasting tale into the future. I also want to thank our Honorable Prime Minister and the government for finally putting money where it matters the most, money where it goes to the people. A 48% increase in the budget for health for our people. This pandemic has really opened up our eyes. It has seen where we are lacking. Some of the stats that the Kairuku MP has put out and our chairman has said, these are very shocking results from time of independence to the province that hosts our greatest city, to the province that had hosted all our nation's provinces together in one. We have never, ever put anything there. Now, with this new generation of leaders, under the guidance of the Prime Minister, we are now ensuring that our people of Central will become as on par with everyone else in every other province. I see where you guys, I understand some of the friction and some of the things that happens when you drive past Port Moresby General Hospital. On behalf of the people of Papua New Guinea, I thank you, the people of Central, for allowing Papua New Guinea to use POMGen. We have greater plans for Port Moresby General, why this central hospital, this central provincial hospital will be so important. Not only will it serve the greater people of Central, but it will also feed some of our people that live in the city, that come here to do business, that come and use your land to create opportunities for the greater Papua New Guinea. It is something that we believe the Prime Minister's ideas and policies of ensuring that every province must have a provincial hospital. This is one of the first or the third that we're going into to ensure that we give back to our people what they really, really need. And this pandemic has shown it to us, as I said before. Our health services is shaky. Our health services was inadequate. This government is now ensuring that the people come first, before corporate governance, before corporate entities. This government is going to ensure that every person in this province, every person in this country is looked after through health. That's why I'm so happy to be here today to witness the groundbreaking ceremony of Central Hospital. We are also looking at building an isolation facility within the Central Province to cater for the pandemic. Just the other day, we got a news from South Africa. Omicron is the latest virus. People in Johannesburg are just dropping like flies. So I urge you, the good people of Central, if you have the chance, go get vaccinated. It will save your life. If you don't believe me, all you have to do is go onto the internet, you type in South Africa, and it'll show you how many people have died in one day in South Africa. And you can't say that because we are black, this virus will pass us. They are blacker than us, and they are dying. They are dying. This is one of the most serious issues that we have in our country at the moment. And I stand here as a proud Minister of Health to say that our government has really looked after the health department in this term with this budget to ensure your safety, your health, because with good health, you become wealthy. With good wealth, you build your country, you build your province. With that, thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give another big round of applause. Hana mo barantay tahenia is the Minister Health Totona, Honorable Jalta Wong Dekanai. Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Kabunapara. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge Minister for CIS, Minister Win Ducky, for your presence today. Thank you, Minister, for coming. And we'll continue on with our program. I would like to now invite yes, and we have Minister for Planning, Minister for National Planning and Monitoring, Honorable Rainbow Paita. Please, Minister, inapiu sanap na mipla luki good. Thank you, through. Thank you, through. Thank you, Minister, for your presence today and your support to Central Province Health, Central Provincial Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to now welcome the Governor for Central Province, Honorable Chief Robert Agarobe, to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Mr. John Yamo, Honorable Prime Minister, esteemed ministers, members of parliament, our provincial assembly members, departmental heads, representatives of the diplomatic mission, our friends and visitors, ladies and gentlemen. Daba Namona. Our welcome introduction was already done by our good honorable member for Kairukuhiri and our vice minister, Honorable Peter Iswaimo. So I will go straight ahead on our program. First of all, I'd like to give you a bit of information on Bautama itself. A lot of you will be wondering where you are. Well, this is Bautama. Bautama was traditionally owned by the Tubusere people and our Koyaris, who are all here today. It is now state land, and the title is now held by the provincial government. We have about 760 hectares of land here, and in part of the provincial plan, we plan to develop this as a commercial hub for the province. So you will see that there's a few things happening. We've done a lot of work in the area here in terms of survey and planning. We now currently have a company that's doing GIS mapping on a town plan to go here. And the hospital here, having the hospital in the middle of this portion of land, will be the catalyst for further developments to happen. We also have cleared 120 portions of land that are up and ready now for tender, so that we can then start developing on the provincial plan that we have. So that is just a bit of information for you here on the land you see right here. A bit of history on health in the province. Since I got in as the governor, I try to make this my number one priority because it is one of the biggest issues that we face in the province. It doesn't take you long to find out, because every time you drive past the Port Moresby General Hospital, you see little tents all outside around the hospital, especially on the side of the road. Camping is normally done along the Kokoda track, but you'll see we do a lot of camping there. And that's because we have our people parked there. It's traditionally what we do. We are always close to our loved ones. So our people camp there and tend for the sick that are in the hospital. So hopefully, with the hospital being built here now, that's all been catered for. So we will have our people and our family here with their loved ones, so that it is not just the medicine that will cure our people. It is also the idea that family are close by, they're in a good environment, and that will also help to their development and their improvement in their health conditions. So with that, thank you very much. As you see, we have also equipment out here parked at the back. These are all part of the provincial government plans, the plans that we have. We have our own subsidiary businesses that have been set up to help develop and progress our plans. So with that, I'd like to welcome you to all to Central Province, and thank you for attending this very, very important event. Today is a day of celebration for the people of Central Province, as you all witness the groundbreaking ceremony for the Central Provincial Hospital here at Bautama. This project has been on the drawing board for a very, very long time and has taken so long due to various reasons. However, this is all in the past, and we are here to celebrate this momentous occasion. Central Provincial Government is fortunate to have a few pockets of land in strategic areas. And so when the National Health Department sought my assistance to secure land to build the hospital, Nursing College, and the Transit Drugstore, it only made sense to have the hospital built on our titled land. The provincial government has allocated 50 hectares for this significant project. The timing of this project could not be at a better time. Within the COVID With the COVID-19 pandemic sweeping the globe over the past 2 years, the impact it has had on our hospital has been enormous. Port Moresby General Hospital is the largest hospital in the country, and because of its close proximity to Central, has been the referral hospital for my people always. In recent times, due to many COVID-19 cases being attended to at the Port Moresby General Hospital, my people who were referred there from the health centers in and around the province were not attended to within an acceptable time frame or not attended to at all. However, there was little we could do, and therefore it is imperative that our hospital is built quickly to allow my people to be treated fairly and with dignity. To ensure that the planning for the hospital was done correctly from the outset, it was imperative that the Provincial Health Authority was established. However, for that to happen, we needed to have a hospital in the province. Hence, 2 years ago, we established the Provincial Health Authority Board and announced our interim hospital to be Kwikila Hospital. Without that, we wouldn't be able to have the Provincial Health Authority established. With the Provincial Health Authority now in place, our dream to have our own provincial hospital has materialized quicker. Under the chairmanship of Ezekiel Taureka and our former chairman, Mahesh Patel, and our CEO, Dr. Mini, I anticipated things to be moved along quicker so that the hospital can become available in the next 3 to 4 years. At this juncture, I want to express my sincere thanks to the National Health Department, team, and the National Procurement Commission for ensuring that this project was kept current and working with us to fulfill all the groundworks required to bring the document to the National Executive Council. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our good Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable James Marape, the National Executive Council for endorsing and approving this project. I also want to acknowledge the original landowners of the land at Bautama that now belongs to the provincial government on which the hospital will be built on. Tirawai se baine hanomumui hanai hanai. Bautama is strategic as it is easily accessible from the 4 major provincial trunk routes and will enable my people to have access easily for their health services within the province. My government will ensure that the hospital will have the state-of-the-art medical equipment and the services provided will be second to none. Central Province is gifted with so many medical personnel in all areas of medicine, which will greatly benefit our people should they wish to be part of this great organization. In fact, from my village alone, Gaba, we have over 10 doctors in varying specialists. I believe the Provincial Health Authority will ensure that the medical team we engage will be the best in all areas of specialty. I also want to pay tribute to the late Dr. Evelyn Labu from La Laura village, Zabao district, Central Province. She was a premier in pathology and clinical medicine and was appointed the first and only female professor of medicine in June this year. She, like many other central medical doctors, have passed on, sacrificed their time in providing the best medical care in PNG within their limits, and I am sure they would have been excited about the opportunity to work in our very own hospital. On behalf of the government, administration, and people of Central Province, I want to thank you all once again for attending today's event. We are very excited about this project, and your presence today also tells us that you all stand ready to support us in ensuring that this project is delivered successfully. Finally, with the completion of this project and hospital, this is not purely for the people of Central Province. We hope to open our doors for specialist cares for for other people of PNG to also utilize and benefit from. With that, thank you very much and God bless.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's have some entertainment. We have the Koiari SDA Church Maradana SDA Choir to perform for us. Please, let's make them welcome. Umiware mai. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Maradana SDA Church from Koyari. Let's give them another big round of applause for entertaining us today. Thank you. We'll have one more, and then we'll have the keynote address by the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honorable James Marape. We'll have this time Tupuseraya SDA Church Mayor Singers. Please come forward and present your item. And after the Mayor SDA Singers from Tupuseraya, Prime Minister will deliver his keynote address, and we'll do the groundbreaking ceremony, and the DJs will come on board again. Mai, rakawadai mai. Hereadai, Thank you, Badai Romukani, Mayor Family Singers from the SDA Church from Tubusarea Village. Let's give them another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very good performance. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to welcome the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honorable James Marape, to deliver his keynote address. Please, let's all give him a big round of applause.
All right, thank you, John, Master of Ceremonies. Let me firstly acknowledge our great God, Yahweh, for ensuring this day and this moment is possible. Let me secondly acknowledge both the Tubusarea and the Koiris who were in this part of our country, and they've been able to vacate the land, represented by our two church singing groups who sang here, the Koeri singing group as well as the Tubusarea Mayor family group. The Honorable Robert Agorobe, Governor of our Central Province, the Honorable Peter Isiamo, Member for Karikuhiri, as well as all the Central Provincial Government Members of Parliament, led by the Honorable William Samp, the Honorable Leko Gure, who's also here with us, all our provincial leaders, Deputy Governor, Presidents, and all chiefs and leaders of Central Province, all public servants of Central Province, led by the Provincial Administrator, Mr. Kauba. I also do pay respect to all health workers in Central Province. And of course, in this moment, I do respect the Chairman of the Central Province Provincial Health Authority, Mr. Ezekiel Tareka, and of course I note the presence of Sir Mahesh Patel, who was previously Chairman of this province's Health Authority, and every one of you from Central Province. Today is your moment. Myself and Minister for Health, as well as all national leaders who are seated with us, including Governor of National Capital District, as well as the Health Secretary and Deputy Secretary, both amidst us today. It is a moment in which we come to pay respect to Central Province, give respect where it is due, and let me step back and say a round of commendation and thank you to each and every one of you. All of us from the central government, or the national government, as well as from Port Moresby City, NCD, who've stepped out here, including members of the business community who are with us, and all other central agency departments, National Planning, NBC, the Judiciary, all of us come to acknowledge this moment, which is a very timely moment, especially at the back of us going to Parliament tomorrow to pass our 2022 budget, budget that has greater focus on the health sector in our country, receiving over 2.6 billion kina of the 22 billion budget. Health sector receives the biggest. In fact, 11.2% of total allocation of 2022 budget is gone to the health sector, and Health Secretary and Planning Department will confirm this is possibly the first year in the last 46 years we've been a nation for health sector to receive the biggest allocation ahead of education and ahead of many other sectors in our country. And this is something that I want to make a case in point, that we are serious about our people's health issue. Health comes first, for we cannot compromise life and livelihood of our people. And so we've allocated this percentage of allocation to the health sector, and Central Province features very prominently in our allocation for the health sector this year, next year, and going forward. And for this moment, as we stand to put shovel into the ground to launch out Central Province's brand new hospital that should house over 300 beds in as far as the hospital is concerned, This story will continue, this journey will continue, this work will continue until hopefully in 2025 we're able to come and stand again here on this ground and a brand new modern 300-bed hospital is delivered not just for Central Province but for the country as an asset in which we can be totally proud of. We want to secure our people's livelihood and health. As the health minister alluded to earlier today in his conversation, COVID-19, if there was any one good thing about COVID-19, amidst many losses and many struggles we're going through as a result of COVID-19, one good thing COVID-19 has made or made it happen in our country is to inform us that our health sector and health system in our country is totally deficient to withstand whether it's pandemic or an endemic outbreak or any outbreak for that matter in as far as health issues and health need is concerned. COVID-19 has pointed to us this fact that we do not have the health system and the health capacity to handle severe outbreaks or any diseases for that matter in our country. And I'll just give you one statistics. And I note our media is in the house. And I say thank you very much for all the media who continue to transmit good messaging, correct messaging to our citizens and our country so that we all can be better informed and well informed. When COVID-19 was first realized as a global pandemic, and with every possibility of hitting Papua New Guinea as late as 2019 and as early as 2020 January, myself and the health minister and the health department, I called them all around and we sat and we looked at what could happen in our country's health system. Because it was indicated that COVID-19 virus, for instance, is no ordinary virus. Of every infection or transmission, 5% from that variant we had before in 2019 and 20, and not talking about the new variants and new strands of virus that is evolving, which is much more potent and much more dangerous. What we were told as early as 2020 and right through was that 5% of every, or 5% of the sample of population that gets affected by COVID-19 will become an ICU patient, intensive care unit patient, meaning they would need oxygen, they would need intensive care from doctors. And I asked a very important question: how many ICU beds we have in our country? And we were informed that we had only 200 ICU beds in our country. 200 ICU beds. And because COVID-19, there is no medicine for cure, you either prevent yourself through nucleophosine, wearing masks, don't get in close contact to get COVID-19, or you inoculate yourself with vaccine to assist your natural immunity to act as buffer for you not to get COVID-19, or if you get COVID, for this not to be pushing you to ICU. There was no medicine, so I asked, how do you treat COVID-19? Well, you just need oxygen and reliable oxygen supply so that they are stabilized. Of the 200 beds we had in our country, only 44, Governor Parker, 44 had oxygen attached to the beds. Oxygen, the ventilation system or the tubal system that is attached for you to be put those oxygen facilities to stabilize the patient. Only 44 in our country, 44 beds had oxygen ventilations. That showed one thing, that our country is totally deficient of intensive care unit facility or general hospital facility to address pandemic or endemic outbreaks or any disease for that matter. And so in 2021, we made a conscious choice that investment in the health system will be ramped up. And something that our generation of leaders can give to our country at 2025, when our nation celebrates 50 years of independence, is a better reformed healthcare system in our country. And we're not just talking, we've now put that investment space by the evidence that over 11.2% of our total allocation for budget 2022 goes to health sector, and that trend will be ramped up as we go into 2023, 2024, 2025. And hopefully 22 world-class hospitals in our country is delivered. If not delivered, then it's taking shape. And amongst them, I want Central Provincial Hospital to have been delivered by 2025 as we live through the next few years of construction. And so today I am happy to come and stand here as a jester from national government, as a jester from those of us who live in NCD, to ensure that your rights as Central Province is given to you for your forfeiture of what was Port Moresby General Hospital to save the country. And I know there are many parts of our country has a need for provincial hospital, and as I said earlier, we have a program for 21 provincial hospitals and our special region in Bougainville. And for Bougainville, there's a 70 million kina from our national government commitment packed aside to start the process of their own hospital. But for Central and 5 other provinces, they will be front runners going forward for this year and next year in as far as delivery to a better, new, modern hospital. And Central Province, we're doing the groundbreaking today and receive support this year, support next year, and for the next 3 years. And this time in 2025, when we stand on the podium, there is a new hospital we could walk into and open the new hospital. And I bring to you our fullest government commitment. We stand in the face of election, but doesn't matter elections. Government approved programs, and the programs run into and crosses over into terms of parliament. And this program will run this year, next year, 2023, 2024, and as I said, if 2025, this is complete, we come and turn the key and gift a brand new 300-bed hospital that has modern facilities to the people of Central. And as Governor of Central has said, this will not just have Central, but of course benefit the city and benefit all of us who live and travel in and out of the city and in and out of Central Province, and to the 500,000 people of Central Province. Central Province and city combined has 1.5 million people at any day moving in and out and living and coexisting. 1.5 million people. Port Moresby General Hospital is now elevated to a national referral hospital, and it is in our strategy. We will take off Central Hospital, and we will take off one more hospital in the city, and Ghetto has become the obvious choice. Ghetto will be another hospital that we will visit so that they coexist. The city hospital taking care of the city, the Port Moresby General Hospital will become a national referral hospital. And in case many of you do not know, our government has put investment for heart facility and cancer facility. For next year alone, there's a 62 million kina program for specialist care in Port Moresby, so you don't need to go to Singapore or Philippines or Australia for heart care and all this sort of thing. We're not just talking, we're putting money, and this program is running. Next year, we have the 62 million kina for the specialist care in the Port Moresby Hospital. And Port Moresby Hospital will not just be for the city, it will be our national referral hospital. And so, speaking with the presence of Governor Pakop here, there will be another moment in which we mount a hospital for the city. And as I said, Ghetto has become the choice in as far as the site is concerned. But for Central, this moment has arrived. It will be a 500 million to 700 million kina program in as far as this hospital is concerned. Just like our government is now slowly retiring a 500 million kina program in Enga province. The previous government gave contract and procured through a partnership with Chinese Exim. But PNG government's counterpart funding, we put it money down in 2019, 2020, and 2021, and for 22, last 57 million kina is put in so that we tick off Enga Hospital once and for all, and it's retired and it's operating and can serve as a specialist hospital for those who live in the Upper Highlands. From this, we will be moving on to Hela, Southern Highlands, Gulf, Western, Kimbe, Manus, Bougainville, for those that need hospital the earliest. And today I am pleased to come to announce that we are launching this hospital. It's a 500 to 700 million kina hospital, 300-bed hospital. We have a partner lined up to start to invest in this hospital to make it work. And in 5 years, 3 years' time, I beg your pardon, in 2025, when we celebrate 50 years of independence, Central Province, your health would have been secured in a better, modern hospital that we are launching today. Thank you for your support to the city. Central, thank you for your support to the city. Thank you for your support to your country. For you, you truly deserve a city on your own and a facilities on your own. And this central hospital is mounted on what will become a central provincial city concept that is coexisting with NCD from now and going forward into the future. And I'd like to thank your governor in conclusion for his strong leadership. Governor Agrobe fights with us in central government, in the national government, as well as NCD all the time for central provincial rights. And in fact, his fight is not something that we take for lightly and for granted, because originally this was one people, one place. The Hiri people, the Motu Koita people, the Koyari people. You live in this part of our country for centuries, and we are here living with you. And he continues to fight for a right that has been preserved over many times, and we are here to honor him. And today is one occasion in which we are honoring Central Province through this hospital. I am happy, Governor, to partner with you. I look forward to stand with you in 2025 as we come back to open what we are mounting today, a brand new 300-bed hospital that should have every facilities any modern hospital can give. Who says it's wrong to give hospital to our people? It is their right, and we are starting this process. I thank you, Governor. I thank you, Central Province. We look forward to the maturity of this hospital we are mounting today. God bless each and every one of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another big round of applause to the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honorable James Marape. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the presence of Mosby Northwest member, LBS, Lawyer Boy Samuel, Mari Hanamua Taitahenia. Thank you, Badar Mukani, Maume Edina Rai, and our Health Secretary, and all our bureaucrats here present with us. We will now proceed on to the groundbreaking ceremony now. We'll have the Prime Minister and Governor for Central Province, Chief Honorable Robert Hagarobe, and Minister for Health and National Planning, Honorable Rainbow Paita, and Lands Minister John Rosso to accompany the gentleman down to the site where we will do the groundbreaking ceremony. Thank you. In the meantime, please, DJ's band, be on standby. You know, ladies and gentlemen, DJ's band from Tubusere is Prime Minister James Marape's favorite band. So let's have some music from the DJ's band, please. While we do the groundbreaking ceremony, we'll come back here and we'll have the Erie Local Level Government President, Honorable Auda Rogea, to say the thank you speech to all the dignitaries today. Thank you. Let's go, Prime Minister and Minister and the Governor, while the DJs entertain us. Ela.
Haida ese Sivarai kutan baile dawai Tiba-tiba itararuosi edatalana basi de querere basi ola no dara hoy bola ukudo ukuai la no kaue la una erewamu basi ola no dara imamudo ahedigu egu kekeri basi ola no dara
Hello, testing. Hello, can you hear me? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the Prime Minister and our MPs and ministers here to witness the groundbreaking ceremony. And now I hand it over to the Prime Minister to officially announce the groundbreaking ceremony here.
All right, thank you once again, John. Health, it's really our great witnessing this moment, but I want to secure our appointment for a date in 2025. In 2025, may this groundbreaking be realized in a new modern hospital for our people in Central Province and Papua New Guinea. With this, we are putting our feet into the shovel to ensure the ground is broken. All right, thank you. All right, thank you very much. Well done, Central Province. You will see me as a regular visitor in the next 3 years, coming back and forth in this site. And this will not just be a hospital site for businesses, hotels, and others who want to be a resident of the new Central City going forward. The governor will be launching what will be a Central Province City Plan, and we welcome not settlers, but we welcome proper businesses to Central Province to give life and support around what will be a Central Provincial City emerging out of this site coinciding with the special economic zone from Roku all the way back to Brown River that we want as twin cities operating with Port Moresby and National Capital District. Thank you very much. God bless, Governor.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we will proceed back to the main arena. The ceremony has been done with the spade. We have the backhoe here, but that's okay. The groundbreaking ceremony has been done and by the Prime Minister and his team. So we go back to the main arena. Thank you very much to all the state ministers and the members of parliament for attending this very significant event. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's all move back to the main arena under the tent.
So, check.
Kitogena bagi kaburi masih corona matana kadiba Kitogena bagi kaburi masih corona matana kadiba Marima, tua magiomuka, maribara. Itae kuele metalita. Marima, tua magiomuka, maribara. Itae kuele metalita. Iwele kule, nasi anikwa